Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, wrestling fans, and sports entertainment fans, welcome to the No Shave Man Cave. I'm Ellie Jair. What a week in professional wrestling we have had. Just like wrestling in general, we've got free agents being announced, we've got cards being decided. We had a banger of a match, the third iteration of Forbidden Door, the main event. Woo! But hey, I'm here to talk to you tonight about Monday Night Raw. And this was personally, I thought this was a really, really good one. Great crowd in Boston, and that city can arguably be referred to as Titletown now. Not that Green Bay, Wisconsin hasn't won their fair share of Super Bowl championships, but damn, what a great crowd! The ebbs and flows of the show was exceptional, and main event Jey Uso and Chad Gable. I thought that was a great exchange. The discussion about Jay being willing to give up the fireflies. He'll take some mosquitoes or cockroaches, and there needs to be some kind of like happy medium, because I think his entrance and the lighting and everything that that plays into it, I think is very timely. Now so we'll fast forward and I'll go back to some of the match action. But man, did we or did we not have a great cut of information, promo, vignette, whatever we want to call it. I think that this was the best Uncle Howdy and Wyatt Six we've had to date. And watching the videos, watching how they're cut, it sort of reminds you of Lost. The TV show. They were on the island and they were going through all this stuff, and they finally got to that like silo situation, and the videos were playing. But then back it up, you get a little bit of the reverb or the replay, sort of pseudo Max Headroom. What was the other one? Back to the Future 2, where they, Marty goes into the restaurant and, they're talking, and every waiter was a different 80s character, right? And man, I was feeling it. I was really getting into it, and this is the old man wrestling fan really getting into something new that they did better than what they did back in the day. So shout out to Triple H, shout out to the entire production crew. Great job. Adam Cole really sold it, and I just thought they were really doing some fantastic character work across the board during this entire show. Corey Graves, no slouch. I even went as far as fixing the hair up, a little pseudo Corey Graves. Thank you for the idea. Hair's been on point for Corey for a little while. Wardrobe, thanks to Carmella. He's definitely stepped his game up, and man, yeah. So that whole thing was really good. Everybody laid out on the table, and he's like, I'm just gonna sit right here. Okay, he's gonna sit right there. So we go through the evening, and like I'm always talking about, I really enjoy title changes. I like some of the swerves when they get you. You're like, oh, I didn't even see that coming. So there weren't any major swerves. I wasn't surprised last night. They didn't get me with the oh no. But I tell you, this was a really good show, and I think it did a lot of really good work. It got us to Money in the Bank. We've got one more Friday Night SmackDown. I don't know what's going to happen on NXT, so I'm super excited to see how or if it's going to play. NXT has a show coming up too, Heat Wave, so I think there will be some action there. The match with Liv Morgan and Zelina Vega, I would I I can't even put into words. I would love um, to see that Tommy Dreamer. He always says love, love, love. Shout out to Tommy Dreamer, the heart and soul of professional wrestling. So we have a opportunity here to really get some people over, and I feel as though this is an I statement, not a we or accusations or whatever. This is strictly me. I think the WWE is in a situation where they can really elevate a lot of their young talent. Now, Carmelo, I don't know that he should win Money in the Bank. He should have a really, really good showing. I think, it's Drew McIntyre's match to lose. But, stranger things have happened, and, CM Punk factor is definitely there. If Drew McIntyre wins, then does that distract from his feud with CM Punk? CM Punk has been cleared. He does or doesn't want to be, participating. So there's so many different really, really cool things that can be played out right there. Now you have Braun Breaker, who looked freaking monstrous, so strong. Great commercials too, by the way, and just the way some of the programming and like my social media feed, just based on my pattern and what I look at, there was nonstop Steiner conversation. And, Braun Breaker being part of the Steiner family, I just, like, him holding that Intercontinental title, I think would be fantastic. It's a great opportunity to elevate a superstar. The title doesn't make the man makes the title doesn't make the man, so, like, sometimes you go back and forth, like, well, he was nothing before he was the champion. Or, like Miz, elevating the Intercontinental title, John Cena elevating the United States Championship, and we have a couple of future Hall of Famers who have never held this Intercontinental title, and how fun would it be to see Braun Breaker and Sheamus in a freaking feud? God, the bro kick versus the spear. Come on, son. I'm here for that all day, twice on Sunday. And, I think we are moving in the right direction. The needle and the crowd, the energy, and then when you look at all the merch, everybody's selling merch, right? And every time I turn around, I see another cool t-shirt. And I like some of the older t-shirts. So I'm rocking an Edge and Christian, podcast. So this is my Edge and Christian podcast t-shirt. Recently got this, thought this was awesome. And I have, I'm the guy that if I see something, I'm like, okay, well, I got to make a business decision, and I am super responsible. I pay myself, I invest, I pay all my bills, I make sure that my sons are well taken care of. They're getting theirs, so it's not like I'm having to send them a bunch of money or whatever. And then we have day-to-day expenses. Tiff and I, everybody's got theirs. But I love to grab some merch. And it could be on podswag.com. It could be on Wrestling Tees. It could be on the WWE shop or the AEW shop, Amazon, eBay, whatever. But there are some times where you see a shirt or a piece of gear and you're like, bro, that is freaking awesome. So there's some gear out there right now where they're making miniature freaking titles, and I am in. So I am going to be on the hunt to not only get my hands on a few of these, but if someone out there wants to go ahead and hook a boy up with a custom No Shave Man Cave Mini with our logo in it, I am in. Just let me know. We'll figure out what platform to send send the funds on, because I love those mini titles, man. And then, did you see Braun Breaker's shirt? That sucker should be flying off the shelves. Another opportunity, sort of a miss. Friday night they were in Madison Square Garden, and they had players from the Knicks were in the ring. Brunson was in the ring, acted sort of like, potentially injured his hand or whatever. But then they go into Boston, and none of the Celtics players were in the ring. So I don't. This would have been a huge opportunity. They could have even presented the custom WWE title to the NBA champion Celtics. Congratulations on your 18th NBA championship. Super freaking amazing. The second most championships behind only the Yankees. And the Yankees have, 28 World Series titles. So kudos to the Celtics. I grew up a Knicks fan, moved to Arizona, became a Suns fan, and now I'm an NBA fan. I enjoy watching the game and the action and trades and how all that's going to happen. So great job last night though, across the board. Really moved some storylines. The sort of the dissension within the Judgment Day, I think, is really, really positive, even though it's a negative, right? Because you see the cracks and you see what's going to happen, sort of things are unfolding, but do you see what's going to happen? So is it going to be an all-out fallout where Damian is gone, or is it going to be some kind of fallout where Dom or Finn are the reason for some kind of dissension? Or is it going to be he's going to get through Money in the Bank, he's going to remain the world champion, whether Drew McIntyre wins? Did you see Drew's shirt too? The MD Hunk. I thought that was really good. So there's still a lot of decisions to be made as far as storylines go, but there's so much there. There's so much meat on the bone, and I think we're going to see a lot of things that we like moving into Money in the Bank. So Money in the Bank is going to be in Toronto. You're going to see the Bloodline versus the undisputed Universal Champion with Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, and I think this is going to do a lot. This is going to move a lot of needles. This is going to make some, and I said this earlier, business decisions, right? So there's going to be things that will unfold during this match where you're just going to be like, what? But I think all in all, this is going to be a really, really good showing. So everybody needs to buckle up and get ready, because I know Toronto is going to show out. And I say international because it's not in the United States, but some of these international cards, they are so grateful when the WWE shows up. And I don't know who saw Cody Rhodes, his Twitter feed, where he talked about where he's going to be over the next little bit. My guy's going to be in Japan 3 straight nights, right, doing some super shows. I can only imagine how that group, how those fans are going to show out every single night. And Shinsuke cornered one of the UFC fighters this weekend, and that fighter got another victory. So 9-0 for Shinsuke's guy. So so that was really cool. Awesome to see. So hey, Thanks for checking us out here at the No Shave Man Cave, doing our little wrap up of Monday Night Raw. Great crowd, really good showing. I'm going to give it 3.5 beards. I thought it was a good one. It moved some storylines, and man, just really, really good setup. And I cannot wait to get to Money in the Bank because it is going to be one for the ages. So, until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you on the floor.